Morning again. So I thought I'd quickly show you what condensation in a container looks like. So this one isn't fully lined yet, and it got fairly cold last night, so enough for there to be a frost. So what happens, if you know your physics, is that warm air can hold more water than cold air. That's where humidity comes from and why it's always muggy in the tropics. It's hotter, so the air contains more water. What happens in something like a shipping container is that when you have moisture inside just from boiling a kettle or just moisture in the air or having humans in here, it gets warmer. You get water in the air. When it starts to get cold, the metal gets cold of the roof and the air gets colder against the metal and releases its water, and the water freezes. All very good until the sun comes out the next day. And as you can see here, it's starting to drip down on everything in the container. So what you have to do when you build a shipping container house, you've got to pay particular attention to insulation to make sure that that warm air can't hit the cold steel. Otherwise you're going to end up with this happening, which is not going to be good for the stuff in your container. So that's another reason, one of the many reasons why I'm building a roof over these two, is that once you build a roof on the outside, you get rid of about 90% of this, and then the remainder is just proper insulation, fiberglass or wool batting, and venting. So adding a lot more of these little vents down the outside to make sure that there's good air circulation, and that then this doesn't happen, or certainly no more than what you expect in a normal house anyway. So it's just something you really got to take notice of. Condensation is always a problem in cold climates, or in places like Tasmania and Australia where it gets hot and cold during the day. But yeah, so that's the problem, and that's what you've really got to manage. So until I get this finished, I'm just going to have to put up with it. But it's one of the many reasons why at the moment I'm not really staying out here. I'm staying in town while I work out here during the day. But hopefully not this trip, sadly, because these brackets are taking much longer than expected. But next trip I'll get this lined, and then I'll be fine. And I'll also get the roof on, which will definitely sort it out. Okay, thanks for watching. So that's what's known as container condensation, or sometimes they call it container sweat.